Here we. I think we're here. Hello. Better late than never.
Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Go ahead, Dellany. Talk to everybody while I get everybody on into She's Too Fat People.
Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome. My name is Dellany KTEE, and my lovely lady over here is KT, Catherine KT Thomas, or KT Catherine Thomas, or KKT.
Who's the first
that
one?
literally just connected to me, KT. Oh my gosh, it's her initials, y'all. It's her initials. Mind blown. Okay.
Happy Saturday, y'all.
Happy Saturday, y'all. Hey, Hamza. I'm so happy to see you and that it's not your bedtime. And Matt says happy Saturday. We are so happy to be here. We are a little late. I'm sure nobody is surprised who actually knows us. So, did you share everything or are you still sharing?
I'm doing it right now. I got
okay, cool. So, I know that a lot of you are like, wow, this is a great, pleasant surprise because we usually don't see y'all on a Saturday. And yet here we are. And there's a lot of reasons why you didn't see us together on, oh God, what day is it that we meet? Tuesday?
Wednesday.
I do multiple shows during the week, so it's like, what the frick. So anyway, yes. So this is why we are here on Saturday. We are late, even on Saturday. And it is I'm going to blame it on my dog. I'm going to blame it all on Elphaba. It was all Elphaba's fault. And she doesn't care because, dogs don't have concepts of time like we do.
Right.
So they just don't. But she had to go outside for reasons that all of us understand. And I had to do that because otherwise she would be sitting here right now, looking at me and making me feel guilty for being a bad fur baby parent. So that's what I had to do. But if you are here, say hello. We know that it's Hamza and we know that it's Matt. Thank you so much. It looks like KT just tagged me in a post. How's everybody Saturday? It is a very, very beautiful day, and we are determined for it to be a blessed day for everybody as we send our prayers out and strength and vibes to everybody across the country who is participating in these protests. Please stay safe and well. There's a lot on the line, and, we love you all. We support you. Black Lives Matter. I will say that every day for the rest of my life.
Let me
Black Lives Matter.
Everybody. There you go.
What?
Hashtag up.
What? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and we can actually start on that if you want. We can start talking about that.
Sure. Okay. Well, let's get these things shared and stuff. So, what else? Okay, so I will say that KT recommended a documentary for me to watch last night, and I started watching it, and I was like, I can't watch this.
Which one?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Dude, it's not good. Like, well, here's the thing. I'm going to try to watch it, but it is best watched in, compartments because it's hard. But I will continue to watch it because it's a female director. Did you know that? Female director?
Well, I think the only one that could do that properly is a female director.
I mean, we know that, but what does Hollywood do to us every day of the week? They have a male director come in and direct a female story. So, I don't know what to say there.
I don't know either.
Okay, I got to share now. Are you ready to talk?
Yeah,
are you ready?
I'm just saying hi to Danielle. There you go.
Woo-hoo. Yo, hello, Danielle.
And,
so happy to see you, ladies.
Corey.
Oh my gosh, it's Corinne. This is my honorary.
Okay, thank you for telling me how to say her name because I don't know how to say anybody's name right.
Actually, did I say that right, Corinne? Because I suck if I didn't. She is my honorary niece. She's very, 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 very good friends with Mackenzie and Aubrey and Danielle. And I've decided that she's going to be my third niece that I always wanted but never had. So.
And she said, great bandana. This is actually one of my new masks.
Wait, what is?
Yeah, so I had to bring it in today to show everybody. So this is
I like it.
Yeah. And this one's easy for me to get off and on. Maggie Berry. This is Maggie Berry. Who does the costume. Here's the cool thing. So it's got this little thing. And so I put my, oh wait, I dropped out. Well, usually I put my little charcoal thing in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's really super thick.
Yeah.
And then I can wear it around my neck, and I can put the charcoal thing in there. And
so
also,
tell everybody about the charcoal thing. What's the charcoal thing?
So the charcoal thing is like it has those layers that keeps things out. Not only viruses and diseases, but it keeps out like other like environmental smog, all that kind of stuff.
Yes. So okay.
Cool. I got a bunch of charcoal filters off of Esty. Hey, there's Ricky Adams. What's up? Thanks for joining us today.
I do not know why, but I was trying to do like a watch party, and nothing in my life is easy. Oh,
where are you trying to do a watch party at?
Watch party on mine.
Oh, I've got a watch party going on, and she's too fat. Just so you know. Hey,
we're covering all the bases.
Shh! Stop barking at people. I'm in my living room.
Okay, so anyway, Corinne, did you let us know if that's how we're saying your name? I think I'm saying it right. She is, I believe, 16, and correct me if I'm saying anything wrong about you, Corinne, but she's 16 and she is woke as And I want to tell you that this girl is in North Carolina, and she is fighting social media trolls who come in the shape and forms and mindset of little teenage white boys whose parents are Trump supporters.
Woo! I'm so sorry for her.
And they are misquoting Martin Luther King to her. They are literally saying that nobody is knows what it's like to be in the shoes of poor Donald Trump. Poor Donald Trump. They're saying a lot of misinformed and uneducated things to her. And 5 of those little white boys, racist white boys, they actually added her in a group chat so they could gang up on her and verbally attack her on her stance to taking up for Black Lives Matter. So I just want to say that she is steadfast and strong, and she is keeping it together, and she is holding her own, and I applaud her, and I have hope and faith in Gen Z, because there's more people like her actually in Gen Z than there aren't. So I'm very hopeful about our future. So I just wanted to say that. I think I started a watch party. I'm not sure.
Shout outs really quick. Shout out to Paul Hagen. And then we got our partner in crime, Cheryl Bedford's here.
Paul Hagen, who was making fun of me saying the word.
Mama Thomas is on.
Hey, Mama Thomas, I'm not showing my cleavage today. You be proud of me.
Mama Thomas, did you get your, I sent Mom a bunch of masks. Did you get them? And I sent her one that was orange and blue from Maggie Berry. Those are for Maggie Berry, because she's a huge Gator fan.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, go Gators. What are Gators? Like, you mean the actual alligator? Like
no,
animal cruelty?
Okay, we are no longer friends. I'm gone. No, the Florida Gators. My mom went to the University of Florida.
Oh, got you.
Wait, you're from the South. You should know about the Gators, because we're like a big rival with North Carolina, aren't we?
I know about the literal alligators in Florida. Yes, you are correct.
Lord help me. Also, Julian, Christina, and David Navarra are in our She's Too Fat, so I want to say hi. They're in
Christina Drager, my roomie, Christina.
So,
what? She needs to come on the show. Christina, if you're watching this from your comfort of your bed in your bedroom, I know you can hear me, but you're going to see me say this. Get out here and you can be on the show too.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Woohoo!
So let's talk about your documentary. Let's talk about your documentary, babe.
All right. So the end of quantum reality. So if anybody knows, I'm actually I'm a documentarian too, besides doing narrative and music videos. So this is my 3rd document. I can't even. Documentary.
Yeah.
Documentary. Oh my God, I can't speak today.
I can't either. Every day.
It's my second one. Second full theatrical. And if you guys didn't know, I was in the middle of theatrical with it. I'm a director for hire. So this is actually not my idea. I just bring it to life.
Yeah.
But the one thing two things I want to explain. The producer that I've worked with on both these documentaries, him and I, he is very conservative. And the cool thing I like about him and I working together is that we are able to always have a discussion, and politics and religion never play into our work environment.
How is that?
And that's awesome, because the two things that we have done are so balanced and they're not one-sided because of our relationship like that. So I just want to tell everybody that because you're going to read stuff about the principal and about which is my first one that was a little controversial.
Yeah. She got in trouble.
No, I didn't get in trouble. My producers.
It's okay if you did.
No.
It's okay.
I didn't get in trouble. No. Actually, we were lied about a lot, which happens a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. And see, this is the one thing I hate.
We live in Hollywood.
Yeah. One side lies about the other, and you know what I mean. And this documentary, the first one, The Principal, really showed that, because I am liberal. I am not as religious. You know what I mean? You know I'm liberal. Everybody knows I'm liberal. You know. But negativity that was surrounding that was not true, because they said that, it wasn't a balance. And the thing is that the people that watched the movie, that didn't watch the movie, are the ones that did the bad press. And also our narrator, Kate Mulgrew, on that first one.
From Orange is the New Black.
Yes.
From Orange is the New Black.
She totally lied, because she came out and said that she didn't know what the movie was about and blah, blah, blah. And I actually, when I did the narration in New York, we filmed her saying, I have to really get into the script. I have to understand. And like, there's a thing called Thought Crime on the Principal YouTube. So it shows like what happened.
Yeah.
And so I've been defending that for a long time, because people do think that the movie is about the Earth being in the center of the universe, but it's about the Earth being in a special place, and what does that mean to each side? You know what I mean?
Right.
So the fact that we do allow people in the film that talk about it possibly being in the center of the universe, that got people all up in arms. You know? But I think it was fun to do. I learned a lot, because I learned from different physicists sitting there doing it. But that led into this one, which is called The End of Quantum Reality, which is basically a look at the life work of Wolfgang Smith. And he is a very educated, very cool older man that he has a lot to say, and I really admire him, and it kind of shows. Like in this documentary, Rick was, of course, in charge of all the science. Mm-hmm. And I was in charge of putting humanity and telling his story. And the one thing I really liked was his wife. And just so you know, I think it was a year before we started filming him, he lost his wife of many years. And her name was Tia, and the whole film is dedicated to her. But she really pushed him to be the man he is. And there's a middle part, which we call Act 2, which is about his life. And she's in it, and it's very beautiful. But today I was going to tell you, because everybody was asking me, how do I get it? So I actually, if you guys anybody wants to purchase it, let me know. Because I'm going to put the links in. But if you let me know, I have 2 DVDs and 1 Blu-ray with me that I will sign and send out to whoever buys. Because yesterday... I had some people on my own Facebook go, oh, I want a signed copy. And then I was like, oh, do I have any? And so if you go, I'll put this in the websites. Just go right to the Philo's shop. If you pick DVD or Blu-ray, and if you put a note in there and said, hey, this is to be signed by KT, I will sign it and send it.
Wow.
Yes.
Excuse me. You did not sign my copy.
You can bring it over to me.
Excuse me.
I'm putting it up.
Well, that's awesome. Everybody, listen. I, always want to say this, as well as many other things. It is vital for filmmakers to have a woman's perspective and a woman's touch on it. So please support your fellow, I say fellow female filmmakers, but non-filmmakers, please support female filmmakers. And this is a way that you can do it. In addition to obviously watching the free content that we have put out for you, you can also, hopefully support this documentary and support KT.
And if you guys don't want a DVD and you just want me to give you a shout out, or Dellany, I'll have Dellany give you a shout out. You can go to the End of Quantum Reality. It's on Vimeo too, so you can rent it and all that. So definitely support. I mean, I'm really big on supporting other filmmakers. Me and Dellany are,
filmmakers.
Yeah, especially.
And non-white filmmakers specifically. Yeah. I think the white male filmmakers are going to be just fine. So but we need to support everybody else so we can achieve equality in film and TV and media. Always. And I know this might be annoying for some people that I always sound like a broken record, but at some point it's going to be less annoying and it's going to be more like, oh my God, that actually makes sense. And I'm going to do it. So that's why I never give up. Right. KT? I'm going to turn the video off for a second.
Why? Okay, well, I'm going to show everybody that today I'm drinking out. It's Christmas in June. I'm drinking out of my Christmas cup. And also, Dellany, Mama Thomas sent a comment. She said, and I'm putting it up, Dellany, my boyfriend commented on your shirt that you wore yesterday. So yes, KT, he does watch you too sometimes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I don't know what shirt you wore yesterday, but I guess he liked it.
I wore your mommy's. It was your mom's tank top. It was pink, and then it was your mom's. It was a very pretty sheer floral blouse over it.
Oh, and it was giving a shout out to Jessica Bow.
Oh, we love you, Jessica. We hope you're doing well. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Y'all, my hair is busted, but look at this. Here's the problem: is that in quarantine, hair is just not.
Why are you turning off and why are we doing your hair mid thing? What are you doing?
Because I don't want to distract from the show. Okay.
Well, then while you're doing this, I'm going to talk about the reason why I wasn't here on Wednesday, which was my truck break-in.
What happened?
So Sunday night, Monday morning, which was a holiday, which is the worst time for anything to happen. Somebody decided that they wanted to break into my truck. And I just want you to know, I got the Ring app after that. I got the Ring security cam, and now there's this thing called Neighbors, which is like a social media where it alerts you, like if somebody else's Ring, like if somebody does a break-in, they can send it, say, hey, watch out for this guy. So all I have to say is now I'm freaked out because I'm on that app and there's a lot of crap going on, and people are stealing packages left and right.
Of course they are.
Well, I had somebody break into mine. They hit the glass in the back and tried to jimmy the liftgate. I have an SUV, Ford Escape. And I found out at 7 o'clock in the morning when my maintenance guy texted me and said, hey, your back window's broken out. Now, the thing is I never leave anything in my car, but I just happened to do 2 days straight of a shoot by myself because I had, where I can't be around people. So it was like 3 people in the whole shoot. One was the talent, one was my client, and one was me. So that was it, Yeah. And we did 12-hour days those before, and I was super tired. And what I had done was I'd gone to the grocery store and I had taken everything in except for my toilet paper, my paper towels, a bag of audio cables, and my ring light, which I used for this, which isn't that expensive. I think it was like $250.
That is expensive.
I understand, but not like lights that we really use, that we use a lot.
Okay, but to the normal people, $250.
Right. So anyway, all they did was they realized after the break-in, that they just ran and dashed. You know what I mean? They grabbed that and dashed. They didn't go through anything else because there's nothing of value. I do never leave my wallet or backpack or anything. But I was so glad because I think I would have been more pissed if they took my toilet paper and paper towels.
Girl, the value of those things right now. Well,
so
that just
Wednesday.
I was going to tell you it sucks, but you already know that's how I feel. Go ahead.
So Wednesday, I had an appointment at 2 because I was trying to get back to be on our show to get my truck looked at because it was supposed to be just easy because my lift gate. Oh, on this, we went to the park on Monday, and all of a sudden my lift gate just flipped up, and all the food fell out on Hollywood Boulevard. That was fun.
What?
Yeah, so I've got this homeless guy running with my cooler to me because I had to turn around and go back. It was just really weird. So
wow, that is quite a week.
Yeah. So I've been in town, and then Wednesday I went to this early appointment, and they couldn't help me, and they sent me over to Ford, which is what I told you. It's like, I have to get over to Ford right now because they need to look at the car and blah blah blah. So that's what happened, and I knew I couldn't get back in time to do the show because it was dangerous. If it wasn't dangerous, if it was something like I could wait on, but since the thing flipped up, I really needed to get it fixed. So I still don't have my car. It's still at Ford, and I'll know Monday.
How are you getting out and about? Like, what's going on?
I will tell you, I've had, this is my third truck I've leased at Galpin Ford, and they're really super helpful. Usually they don't do this, but they gave me a rental for free for the weekend until Monday.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
that's really nice.
So that's what's going on with the truck. That's why I wasn't here on Wednesday. So I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, it was really, really hard for me to do what I did, but I will sacrifice my uncomfortableness of having to go on by myself.
But you did good. I was actually watching you and commenting when I could from the Ford place.
Oh my God. Like, y'all have to understand that KT and I actually did talk on the phone before I went live. And I told her, girl, I'm just going to do 10 minutes. I mean, just get in, check in on people, and get out. And she's like, yeah, that's great. Sounds like a plan.
I knew it. I knew it was going to be like 45 minutes to an hour.
Like an old, really? How did you, whatever. An old friend of mine, she was like, girl, you sure do have the gift of conversation. And I was like,
if I'm not here to help moderate you and move you along, you would just continue talking, which is what you did.
I also did what Matt likes to call the long goodbye. Like, for 30 minutes, I kept saying, I'm going to go now, y'all.
You're one of those people like my dad. My mom and my sister used to hate going out with my dad because he would sit there and talk to people for like an hour, and then it'd be like, he'd be like, I'm telling him goodbye. And I'll be like an hour later in the car going, where is he?
I am very much like that. I will say goodbye, but it'll take me a long time. So I'm trying to learn that in life, it's okay to just walk away and not say goodbye at all. Just get out of there.
Air hug. Bye-bye. See you later.
I can't do it because there's always something to talk about. There's always something to talk about. So, but anyway, what else are we gonna talk about?
Well, okay, let's go into this really fast. Let's go into our girl. Birthday is today. Winona, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Winona.
So for that, we're gonna do something different.
Yeah.
Is that we're going to play one of my favorite songs of her singing live. It's live song. I found it on YouTube. So we're going to share that with everybody. It's no one else. It's her first song that she put out by herself.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, let's go. Let's see if we can do this.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Happy birthday, lady.
Happy birthday, Winona.
We love her so much.
So as time went on, the more you listened, the sassier I got. And this next song pushed me over the edge. I like it there. I got to ride my Harley in the video. Oh, to be so young and fast.
Oh, there's her mom and her stepdad.
Yeah.
I've been on rock and I got my
Yes.
I let them down. When it comes to love, I keep my senses. I don't get kicked all around.
Oh, I love her.
I shiver once. You broke into my soul. The damage is done now. I'm out of control. How did you get to me?
Just so you know, Dellany, you're on the side live with me too.
I know. I'm texting people in our thread. What did she just do?
I didn't even see it. I was looking at my mom.
She pushed the guy out of the way. Baby, that's the way you do. No one else on earth. Yes.
I swear she takes you to church every time.
I'm telling you, she sure is.
Dang. Amen, Winona. Happy birthday.
Yes, 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 girl.
Anyway, I tested our screen share. I wanted to see if it worked, so I did it with.
There you go. She pushed the guy. I don't know if he was the bass player or something, but he was in her space, and she was like, "Oh no, this is my space, and that is your space."
I think I've seen her live numerous times. Even my mom was saying, remember we went to there's this place called American Adventures in Valdosta, Georgia.
Oh, well, I mean, we both know KT. I mean, she's just such a good woman. I mean, she's such a great friend of ours.
Yes.
She's such a great friend of ours. We just love her so much. And I remember, do you remember that time that me and her did that thing? It was so fun. And I really cannot wait for COVID-19 to be over. So you and me and Winona can get together again. And what a great lady. What a great lady.
Yep. So I wanted to do something special for her birthday. So there we go.
Why is your face turning red?
Oh, it's not, because I was singing along and I got a little hot.
Oh, okay. That was so fun. I tagged Cheryl Bedford. I didn't know she had left already, but that woman loves her country music. She loves it.
Oh, I didn't know she liked country music.
She likes country music like I used to like country music.
Okay, so we went from something like this. Let's talk about what happened to you, what you're mad about, which is fireworks going on. So let's go into that.
Yeah, okay, so I'll be quick because people know that I already posted about this. But basically, I don't know, we're on day 77 or something. And in my neighborhood and surrounding parts of Los Angeles, a lot of people have decided that every single night at 8 p.m., everybody's going to go outside and they're going to take their pots and their pans and they're going to do their hooting and their hollering and they're going to beep on their car horns. And it's going to be every night at 8 o'clock because they want to say, we see you, health workers, nurses, doctors, all of you hard workers, essential workers. We see you, we appreciate you. And I am definitely behind the idea of, doing that. And and at first I was like, yeah, that's great, but it's every night, y'all. So it's not as great on day 77. And what makes it worse is that almost every single night, there is some version of firecrackers and fireworks going on in the neighborhood. So it's really, really bad. And for a long time, I was just driving Elphaba out of the neighborhood around 8 o'clock. And then I would drive her back in about 15 minutes later. But I mean, it's getting, I think, with the city and the state of what our country is going through right now, everybody's getting more restless. If it's not COVID-19, it's Black Lives Matter. And we've got protests going on at this point, downtown LA, all day, all night, like all day, all night. And, there's a lot of unrest. And some people want to take advantage of that and act out even more. So, the fireworks the other night, y'all, you would have thought we were on a war zone and crossfires. And it was insane. Like our apartment building felt like it was shaking. It was awful. And Elphaba, and of course, I apologize for sounding like a Karen because I know there's a thing about how white people talk about their dogs because we love our dogs. That should be a topic that we discuss on another show because it is a thing. But I do want to say that it is not easy to be in a small, tiny little apartment with a rescue dog who has a lot of anxiety and it's every day and the tension and the anxiety and it's just getting worse. And I mean, my dog isn't even the worst of it. My neighbor's dog apparently throws up every night. Throws up.
What?
And that night with those fireworks, the dog threw up blood. Blood.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so their dog, and it's just, and you know what? This isn't about dogs. This is also obviously about PTSD in people who are experiencing trauma, anxiety. We have vets. This is what I've never understood about fireworks, is that everybody's like, God bless the USA and God bless America. We're trying to honor our vets. But did anyone ever cross their mind that vets are triggered by the sounds of explosions and the feeling of vibrations? You are triggering them with your explosives. It's actually real. And if you don't believe me, go fact check it. So anyway, I decided that I was going to go out and I wasn't alone. There was 20 something people. It turns out that night, it's not every night it was this kid, but it was a kid. He was 16 years old. He told a lie, of course, that it was his mom's birthday and he was trying to honor his mom. He wasn't even on the street that he lived on. And he literally had I don't even know what it was. It was this big, huge thing. I love that. If anyone out of context came in when I said that, that looked awful. But anyway, it was just insane. And everybody was fussing and yelling and he's just, being a stupid kid. And I pulled up in my car. And I was like, are you the one that's been doing this? And he's like, yeah. And then he starts coming up to my car. And I was like, you mother. I said so many F-bombs. I was like, step away from my car. Do you see that I'm wearing an effing mask, you mother effer? You back away right now, mother effing 6 effing feet. And then we're going to have words. And he started looking at me like, I'm not playing with you. And, I said, don't. And I sounded like my sister. I've learned something from my sister, Danielle. Danielle is a teacher. And Danielle has a way how she can get kids to listen to her. So I call it my Danielle voice. And I got now you listen here. I have nieces your age. And I got into that type of, and he looked so terrified of me. I was like, don't you dare even try to mess with me. I know your games before you're about to pull them. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm setting you straight. So anyway, he ended up calling all the women in the group bitches, and
why do they always go to bitch?
Because it's easy, it's patriarchy, and yeah. So but it's also interesting to me because I noticed that the women were the ones who were actually standing up for the neighborhood while the men were watching us do that. And I was like, this is what we always have to do, and so then he literally got on his bike and ran away. And then he set off another explosive on the other street. And it was just so messed up. And anyway, that's what happened. And I came back and Elphaba, I gave her CBD oil. But y'all, it's been 77 days. You guys can call me a Karen if you want. But I mean, enough is enough. Like, we appreciate our health workers. Instead of setting off explosions, why don't you go donate some money to them or go like take care of their groceries or something? Like, why are we literally give them money? They don't care about fireworks. This is not about them. It just isn't. That's how I feel. So,
are we good? Preach it, Dellany.
Girl,
but I do want to give a shout out to some people. Sam and Valerie Salazar, say hi. Valerie's over in She's Too Fat Land.
Hey, Valerie. Yay, we haven't. I don't think we said hi to Valerie in a long time.
Also, I want to give a big shout out because we're actually streaming live on YouTube. I don't know if anybody's over there, but we are streaming live on YouTube right now.
We're getting fancy. We're getting so fancy.
We're getting fancy. We're getting all fancy.
So fancy.
The other thing that happened really cool today was SpaceX launched.
Okay.
After do you know anything about it?
I thought that's the one that I probably don't, but I'm going to take a stab. I thought that they couldn't do it the other day because of weather or something, right? Okay, see, I do know.
So let's talk about, I'm going to read exactly what is the NASA SpaceX launched will be the first ever, is the first ever crewed space flight from Cape Kennedy in Florida this weekend, which happened today. This will be the first American-based rocket dispatch since NASA finished its space shuttle program almost a decade ago in 2011, which I think is actually cool because I remember growing up, and there was like a space launch all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys, I was really, 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 really young, and I don't really remember the Challenger, but I remember it was televised and everybody was traumatized about that. But there was many more that I remember throughout my years because I lived in Florida, number one.
Right.
So I think it's really cool that, even though it's taken 10 years, that now we get to see, this generation of kids gets to see like, hey, we're going back into space,
Yeah, that is cool.
And I thought it was cool that the landing thing was like a drone instead of just crashing to Earth and getting dissipating. It actually landed on a platform, the thing that took them there. I was watching that going, that's kind of cool. And hold up. The COO of SpaceX is a woman.
What?
Yeah. So really? I saw her on NASA TV. I was like, oh, whoop, whoop.
That's awesome. Oh, well, first you had my attention, but now you have my
full attention.
No, it's a line from a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, sorry.
I suck at these quotes, you guys. Somebody quote me right. First, you had it's from Django. The D is silent.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. I need to watch it.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Somebody get me on this quote. First, you had my something, and now you have my.
Where's Matt? He'll give us.
Somebody tell us, because once again, Dellany does not get a freaking quote right here. I keep moving my stuff around. Okay. So that is awesome, and thank you for sharing positive and good news in the midst of all of our griping and ranting.
Correct.
And I think we've been sharing good news. Obviously, happy birthday to our good friend Winona Ryder. Right?
Oh my God! No, I love Winona Ryder too, and I'm so happy that she has definitely gotten a boost by being in Stranger Things, even though she is a little bit crazy. But do you guys remember the time when she did that grand theft downtown in Beverly Hills? You remember that? You don't remember? Yeah.
I do remember. Yeah.
But I mean, what would you expect from somebody who was in Heathers and Beetlejuice? Come on.
I mean, she's really I don't know that character. She really just showed up for that. She turned out for that role. There's nobody else who could have played it. So, and now Christmas lights are popular everywhere all year long.
Exactly. Between that and Nightmare on, what was it? Nightmare Before Christmas. I love all of that.
Yeah. That was good. Man, she's been in a lot of she's had a good career when she's not stealing things.
She's not over that.
I know. I've just been stupid.
Some people just, I'm sorry, but she was a child actor, and if you look at a lot of child actors, they either go crazy on drugs, or they are a little crazy.
I mean, yeah, but then there's always somebody out there who'll say, but what about Candace Cameron? She turned out okay.
Okay.
From Full House.
I don't know. She did Fuller House, so.
But you know what? At the end of the day, Winona Ryder, such a good friend of mine and KT's. We love her. KT, do you remember that thing that we did, you and me and her? That thing we did that time? Such a good friend.
I know, we're going to put it out there. Next is, we're going to go hang out with Lizzo while
Such a good friend. We love her so much. Do you remember that time we did that thing and that thing with her? I do.
I remember that time that you tried out for her. That was kind of cool.
Oh, okay, that is true. I auditioned, but also that we actually had a real conversation. Twice. So Lizzo and me, yes. Yes. So anyway, that's real.
So we're almost out of time, and I know we have a meeting to get to. So I want to do one more thing.
I never signed up for a meeting today. Y'all are crazy. Y'all. You and Matt were like, let's have a meeting, and I did not say a word. I was like,
well, we have to have a meeting.
Everybody's watching. Do you think that we should have a meeting today after this?
Yes, because we're talking about how to make She's Too Fat and Fat TV better. Well, let's go into something really cool that we want to do. Let's talk.
What do we want to do?
We're going to have a mask giveaway this week.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So
a mask giveaway.
I know if you're staying around, you get this. So if you go to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, website all this week, I'm going to put a link up, and you have to do some things to get this, but it's not monetary.
Yes.
It's not monetary, but I want to show you what I'm giving away, or what we are giving away. This beautiful purple sparkly mask.
My favorite color.
Yes. Now let me tell you why. So just so you know ahead of time, this was mine, one that I ordered. I don't know if you remember last time I was wearing the sparkly one, and I really like the purple one. The only problem is I have a big head.
What?
And I really can't get this thing over my head.
Oh my Lord Jesus!
Decided that we're going to give it away to a deserving fan.
We even decided that we were not going to give it away to me because I really do want it.
I don't think it'll fit over your head either. All right, Cheryl, I knew Cheryl would be, I want that mask.
Okay, hold on. Now, I have a question. KT, did you ever actually wear it on your face? Did it ever pass?
No.
Yeah.
And also, I have sanitizer that I'm going to sanitize it with before I send it to you.
That. Yes, Lysol it.
Also, if you look, it's got double, like you see on the other mask. It's got
you can put your car keys in it and your credit card.
It's ribbed for your mouth.
I didn't know if they were making them like they make yoga pants these days, where you can put your keys in there. So oh my God, that's a new idea for mask. We have to.
But anyway, so next Wednesday, we're gonna run it from Monday until the next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
No, not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after.
Wednesday after next.
Yes, is when we are going to announce it. But I will put a link up so everybody watch. I'll put a link into this. Sam said we need to autograph it, but I could put KT on it, and then I can give it to Dellany.
I think that we will sanitize it for sure.
Yeah. And I use lavender sanitizer, so it smells.
She's never worn it. It didn't make it over her big head.
No, didn't make it over my big head.
I love it. It's so beautiful, but you have to put the work in. So what do they have to do again? Because I totally
I'm going to put a link up where you basically, you have to kind of promote us a little bit. Not money, but you have to enter a contest, and there's going to be, I usually use Rafflecopter. So that's probably, if you guys ever done that, where, you tweet it out, you get a point, all that. We're trying to do stuff because we're trying to get Fat TV out more. And we wanted to be, not only do I want to get you guys to help us get it out more and give you easy tools to do that, but also give you something away for free. You know?
Because you guys have to understand, a lot of people who do see our show love our show, right? And then it makes you wonder, well, then how come they don't have a bigger show, or how come they don't? there's a lot of politics that go behind making a show. And there's a lot of shows that are deemed successful that are actually out there for hundreds of thousands to millions of people to see, but they paid for it. And we don't pay for that. I mean, we pay what we can, but we can't pay for that.
Well,
so
we should talk about a little bit what happens to us every time we try to promote this on Facebook with actual paid ads.
Let's talk about it. Yes, go for it.
So the last one that we did, because so we've had a few. I think you put up, what was it that happened where it was you put it up. We got, every time I put one of our Fat TV vlogs on a promoted post for Facebook, we get dinged. It's either this last time it was like a health issue or some social health issue.
Yeah, like we get in trouble.
Doing like before and afters or stuff like that, or showing a body part. That's another one. I'm like, okay, what body part are we showing?
We get shadow banned, we get flagged, we really do. And I told KT, if that is happening to us, then we are in good company, because that means that we are causing some trouble on Facebook, and we don't like Facebook.
No, we do. I like all platforms.
No, we don't. We do not like Facebook.
But
Facebook is evil.
They did come back to me, and now I have to prove that me and Dellany are real, because now they're tagging us as social issues. Which is a good thing.
KT was like, Dellany, they're tagging us as social issues. And I was like, yes, social issues. So that means that we're creating buzz because we care about social issues, because politics are life. That's all I'm going to say. And so are glittery masks that are my favorite color. I love that mask. I'm going to enter this contest. I'm going to enter the contest.
You cannot win. And
I'm going to enter it. I'm going to post and share. I'm going to do all the things you just said.
Okay, just so you know, if anybody that's affiliated with Fat TV cannot win it.
What? You just made that up.
But anybody that's on screen with us, so that would be me and Dellany, cannot win it.
Okay, fine.
And no, Matt, you can't enter for Dellany, but you can enter. But you can't enter for Dellany.
Matt can't enter either. He's an affiliate. He literally.
But just so you know, the thing that I use picks a winner at random. So I use the let it pick it itself. That way it's.
Oh, really? That sounds really fair, KT. I don't know how I feel about that. That's fair. That means no cheating. But that means no bias.
Enter. We'll let Cheryl enter.
Cheryl can enter. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So we're out of time.
Aw.
But we are going to be here Wednesday. We are going to do Wednesday this week. Both of us. Hopefully, knock on wood, nothing happens crazy. And make sure you guys share it, because now that we're on YouTube, and I'm going to eventually add. This is something I haven't told Dellany about, but I think we should have a Twitch channel.
Oh, I know we should have a Twitch channel.
Yeah,
you are absolutely right.
Twitch and also Periscope. So when we get that upgrade to Twitch, we're going to go live on Periscope, Twitter at the same time. So you'll get to do 4 places, but also you can always go to Fat TV World. .com and see that.
Boom.
And then make sure to check Dellany's TikTok out every day. She's got something new. You need to check out Fridays. Made me cry. It was a good one.
What happened?
Your Friday TikTok? Do you not remember?
Yesterday? I did 3.
The one where you're sitting on the couch not talking and they're words.
Yeah. Like I am still watching it and bawling my eyes out. And my mama actually called me, and she is worried about my safety. And I said, well, welcome to the world of Black and brown people, because that's every day for them. And I said, I am not scared of white supremacy, and they can come after me, and I don't care. I will stand in front of my Black and brown brother and sisters, and I'm sick of them getting hurt. I'm sick of it. I'm just like, throw them in my hair back. Throwing my hair back here, taking off my earrings. I'm ready.
I'm right there with you. As I told you before, when everybody's yelling about violence right now and saying, "Oh, why is it so violent?" For 2 years, they've quietly said things and did it quietly and just did a kneel, and everybody had problems with that. So sometimes you have to make a little ruckus to get heard.
So how many years, KT? You said 2?
I would say at least 2 is when that whole kneeling started, right?
Well, the kneeling, but I would say it's over 400 years. Oh, 400
yeah, but I'm saying
years.
I'm saying recently. You know what I mean? You know, everybody.
Hey, listen, you know what? And I would like to add to that. Thank you for saying that. I would like to say, yes, she's correct. Colin Kaepernick, he kneeled. We have seen basketball players do fundraisers and wearing shirts that say, I can't breathe. These were years ago. Right. We have Black filmmakers and actresses and actors who use their podium to talk peacefully and protest about Black Lives Matter. They have tried everything under the book, y'all. And we have to be clear. And I hope everybody always fact checks us, because in life, it doesn't matter what we say. You need to fact check everything. But it is out evidence and receipts that there are white supremacy, hate, white racist groups who are starting the violent protesting in these states. And there is video camera of these white men doing it, y'all. They're burning the buildings. They're throwing stuff in the windows. And it is people who are coming from out of state into these other states to cause this commotion. And it is being blamed on Black and brown people. Right. And I want to say, like, if everybody, there's some of you in the group right now who will remember Rodney King, right? Rodney King and the LA riots. So I was living in North Carolina at the time, and I was really young. I still am young, but the point is that that's not the point. The point is that back then, I couldn't put words to what I was thinking and feeling like I can now. But I know that back then, I was like, I'm very angry about what happened to Rodney King. I acknowledge that it was wrong. He needs justice. And at the same time, I was thinking back then, but I don't think it's appropriate to burn buildings and destroy things. That's not the answer. And I wasn't putting it together like I can put it together today, because I needed to learn. And I'm so sad that I didn't have access to all the things we have access to now to understand better, because I didn't have internet back then, and I want to say that, like, I was like, oh, they shouldn't hurt, look at the companies and businesses. Oh, that's wrong. No, that wasn't the point. And the fact that I would have thought that was anywhere in comparison to the police brutality that Black people and brown people were protesting and activists, and Martin Luther King, there's a lot of white people right now who are misquoting they aren't even quoting him because they're not bothering to look up his work. You know what I mean? And they are literally trying to tell their Black and brown friends and white activists that Martin Luther King would never have done this. And Martin Luther King would have condemned protesting. And as a matter of fact, Martin Luther King is on record for condemning protesting. And I was like, is he though? Like, did you read between the lines? And if you go back, he actually does have a famous speech, you guys. And there are some people who are sharing his quote, but he says riots are the language of the unheard. So you just heard the words from Martin Luther King himself. Riots are the language of the unheard. And then he does a speech all behind that. I encourage everyone to Google it and look at it, and it will explain to you why this is going on. So I don't see it that he was like, oh, don't protest, that's wrong, or peaceful protest, yes. But Martin Luther King was literally explaining why it gets to the point that it gets. And this is from years, y'all, years. And it's the same story, another chapter. Here we are in 2020. And where are the steps forward that we have made? We've made some, but it's time for white people to intervene. Did you hear what Denzel Washington did the other day?
No, but I could tell you one thing. What's going on right now in this country, and especially because everybody's been in quarantine, is just showing you of what kind of country we're in right now. And we need to do better. All I have to say is we need to do better. But go ahead, Denzel Washington. Then I want to put one thing in, and then we have to jet off.
I can't believe KT's the one saying we have to go. I'm usually the one that's like, we gotta go.
Because we're trying to do our meeting, and I need to go to the beach today. I need to drive to the beach before it gets dark.
I can't believe you're going to the beach. We are in a COVID-19 situation.
I'm not on it. I'm driving by it.
Okay, that's okay then. Okay, so anyway, What was I talking about?
Oh, Denzel Washington did. You know, we have to get serious up with a little funny. Sorry.
ADHD. Okay, so Denzel Washington, this was like 2 days ago, I think, but he was like driving or something, or he happened to be around, but there were some cops who were trying to arrest a black man. And Denzel Washington, concerning this actual week of just unrest, he actually took it upon himself to intervene. And of course, it's Denzel Washington. So in a lot of ways, he's super safe out there with the cops. But he practiced his allyship. He literally helped diffuse what could have been a very deadly situation. And he stood there and held the entire situation accountable. And of course, people who recognize Denzel Washington also kind of crowded around. But now, y'all, food for thought. Every time you see, a marginalized person who is in a situation like that, it's your responsibility to intervene. It's your responsibility to make sure that that person is safe. No more walking away, no more driving away. We have got to take the time to get out of our cars, step outside, and intervene and make sure that they are safe and alive. That's it.
Okay. I know we tried to say bye for a long time, and then we went, here is Dellany's long goodbye. But I do want to intervene because I always bring this into attention when we talk about anything that's being overlooked. And it's always about the Native American community and the missing women. Yes. I will always bring that up. I will always talk about it because to me, that is something huge that is definitely overlooked, where women go missing and nothing is reported and they're never found again. You know what I mean? They're never seen again. And, if that happened to a white woman, we would be talking about it everywhere. We
certainly would. Yeah.
So, yeah. I just always, and when we're ever talking about anything that's overlooked, I always like to bring that up because I think as a white woman, it is my job to give a voice to the voiceless that doesn't have the same voice that I have. And that's, I do feel privileged, and I feel that it is my job to help anybody that can't be heard. So
you are privileged. You have a heated bidet.
I don't yet because I still need to put the little thing on there, but we'll talk about that in Inner Day. But anyway, guys, come see us Wednesday. Thank you for hanging out with us this Saturday, and please stay safe.
Yes.
Have a good weekend. And Dellany, anything you want to add?
I better not start. I'm good.
We're going to have a sad goodbye. We'll have a long goodbye. Anyway.
I'm just going to be quiet and smile.
All right. Come see us, fattvworld.com, all of our socials. We love you. Thank you for joining us this week.
Bye.